If you crossed the anime The Pretender and Amazon's original animation or anime series Invincible and slapped it slap back in the middle of the Jupiter's Legacy series because it is in that time zone, then that is kind of what you get in this anime. But is it any good? Let's find out. Welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. My name's Ruben, and this is my review for Netflix's original anime in the Mark Millar world, Super Crooks. Small-time crooks with superpowers recruited by none other than Johnny Bolt are rolling the dice on one last heist. They target a ruthless, superpowered crime boss. What can go wrong? This is based on the same name by Mark Millar's comic Super Crooks. As you probably guessed, by watching the trailer for this anime, or reading anything with Mark Millar's world, you'll know the kind of crossovers that there are in this series. And you do get to see some of those characters from Jupiter's Legacy. I'm not going to spoil other than what the trailer has spoiled already. Suffice to say, it's 13 episodes, 25 minutes apiece, and the animation stands out to me here as a thing that is very entertaining to watch. Vibrant in color, very much reminds me of The Pretender, that kind of heist, super crooks, very intelligent crooks somewhat, then mixed in that Invincible because of that gore, and then have it in the superhero world because of Jupiter's Legacy, and this creates a very interesting story. You very quickly kind of fall in love with the characters that are supposedly the bad guys, but they're more the Robin Hood characters. On the one hand, you have these super team that seem to be the good guys because that's what they are in the public eye. If you think of like The Boys, they're not as bad as that, and some of them are genuinely good characters or the good guys, but there are those that seem to take that superhero job too far, where they don't mind the collateral damage there is that's going on around them. As long as they catch the bad guy, anybody else can be killed off or smashed to bits, or buildings can be torn to pieces, something like that. On the other hand, you have the supervillain element, which are genuinely bad in places. Some of them, they just like wipe out people, have no care for anybody but themselves, always trying to get one up each other. Like if there's a crime boss, then somebody's going to want to take that crime boss out. And in amongst that, we have the crooks, who have a law that they don't ever kill anybody, but they don't mind stealing from the rich to give to themselves. But it does feel like our characters, even though they have superpowers or supervillain powers, they are always the underdogs, because they've got to avoid the supervillains or the superheroes that are probably going to send them to a supermax prison or kill them. So they are always the underdogs, which I guess makes you kind of want to like them as the heroes. And I thought it was a very unique way of taking that story. Motonobu Hori from the great studio Bones did Carol on Tuesday. So if you like that sort of animation, you kind of understand where this animation series is going. I thought it was fantastic looking. I thought the score was great. Again, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Cowboy and Bebop, heist music, jazz influenced, but just fitted really well. If you would think like Ocean's 11 sort of soundtrack, that's kind of what you get in here. There are multiple heists in this, and the big crescendo one at the end, but it gives you time to kind of fall in love with your characters. I would say though that the weakest point of this anime is probably not giving your background characters enough of a background story. You get to find out a little bit about a few of them, and then we concentrate on Bolt and his partner, which seems to be the driving force, their relationship, and then you get to know a little bit about the surrounding characters. And I really like the surrounding characters. It's the way they use their powers, the uniqueness of their powers are gross a lot of the times, but very interesting to watch. It's a vibrant, gory, funny, and has some heartfelt moments, but it's just fun. I just had a lot of fun watching this. It's one of the most fun. I'm not going to say it's one of the best, but it's one of the most fun animated anime series that I've watched this year. It's not super dark. It doesn't leave you feeling depressed. And a lot of anime does do that. There's a lot of anime out there where it's like, because we're anime, we're going to wrench out your heart and, just leave you hanging for the next season while your characters are dying there in the side. Thankfully, this is a complete story. I don't think we'd ever get another one, and nor should we. Just like Jupiter's Legacy wasn't just a one and done, this kind of fits in that world, and it fits very well. I would say that you could watch both in the original language, which I did half, and then I watched in the English, and I thought the English dubbing was done very well. The voice work is excellent. So normally I'm a person that champions like watching in the original dubbing, and yeah, you get that subtle nuances, but I actually think they spend a lot of time on the English dub as well. So whatever is your pick, I think you'll be fine with. You'll get what they're trying to go with. I didn't find any massive differences in the language. I do have the subtitles on while I'm reading the English, and you can see where it differentiates because sometimes you can't directly translate the words or the meaning behind what is being said. I think the studio has done a great job. I think the story's been translated lovingly from the graphic novels. I'm looking forward to what the fans think who have read the books of this anime. I think it's one of those that people might come away going, yeah, that was really good. I love what they've done there with the adaptation. Let me know in the comments below, are you excited about this one? Had you even heard of it? Did you like the live action Jupiter's Legacy? I'm going to give this 4.5 Nicolas Cages out of 5. It's a near perfect anime for me. Definitely one that you stick on your watch list. There's slight niggles, but for the most part, I think it's really, really fun. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Do comment. But most of all, until next time, remember, live long Tuesday.